What's good, y'all? Privilege of the dope day out here on this Monday afternoon. Look, wanted to come in and just thank everybody for the birthday love, man. Y'all have been shouting me out from last Wednesday, which was my birthday. And I'm still getting shout outs today. 2 weeks ago, we celebrated in Philly. It was crazy. We just did New York this past week, and everything I expected and more. So, turning 50 is beyond a blessing. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Coming up to the birthday, it's been a struggle. You know what I mean? On one hand, it's dope. I thought I was gonna die before I turned 18, or I thought I would die by the time I was 18 or whatever. And I remember praying to God just to let me get to college. Like, let me just get to Morgan. So that my moms could tell her friends, like, look, I got a kid in college. You know what I mean? I didn't even think I'd live to graduate or whatever like that. So thinking you're gonna die at 18, you know what I mean, to make 50 is crazy. Then the flip side is I'm 50. I'm old. Like, you see all this gray. Like, am I still the fly boy from Philly? You know what I mean? Like, it was a struggle. And I love how God brings everything together, because at the same token, I've been on Twitter a lot talking about the third verse. Like, where's this missing third verse? And the hip hop I grew up on, you had 3 verses. We don't get that no more. And it kind of helped me to see that. Then I'm explaining to these young boys on Twitter, like, look, the third verse is so important because it's in conclusion. You know what I mean? You think of some of the dopest third verses from my 3 GOATs, Jay, Big, and Nas. You looking at Nas One Love. You know what he say? Sometimes I sit back with a Buddha sack, minds in another world, trying to think how we exist through the fact. Written a school textbook, Bibles, etc. Fuck a school lecture. The lies get me vexed still. I mean, big, unbelievable. Buck shots out the sunroof for Lexus coupes. Leave no witnesses. What you think this is? Ain't no amateurs here. We damage them tear. MCs fair me. Like, Jay on Streets is watching, public apologies to the families of those caught up in my shit, but that's the lost souls brought up in this shit. Like, got the crime rate so high in one city, they sent National Guards to get me. Shit be like, yo, I remember hearing them third verses being like, yo, and it's like God put on my heart, like, this 50 and over crowd, like, this is our third verse of life, so it's like, this is it, y'all. Like, you knew the third verse was coming. You knew the song was about to end. Like, this is life. Like, we got less time ahead of us than behind us. And it's like, it just changed my whole perspective from being salty about being old to loving it, to being like, yo, I can't, this is my third verse. Like, if y'all rock with the Boy Kill through the first and second verses, wait till you see what I got for you in this third verse. So I wanted to share that, because I know I'm not the only person out there struggling with getting older, you know what I mean? Then number 2, for my young boys out there, for the people in their 30s and their 40s, don't tune me out, because y'all gotta get everything right so that y'all 50s is good. If you was an MC, when them rhymes, when the pen is just moving, you don't have to push nothing hard for your third verse. It just comes. So for my people out there in their 30s and 40s, y'all got to do what y'all got to do now and put in that work. So when you get to your third verse, the third verse is just effortless. You know what I mean? So put in that work. And then for my people, what up, Don? How you? And then for them people who, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people who are in their third verse and they're not happy with it. You know what I mean? And the thing is simple. Same thing when you was an MC. Yo, third verse ain't coming, ball up that paper, throw it away. But you got to keep writing. You can't, this ain't the time to get writer's block. This ain't the time to be, I don't know what to write. Write something. Get out there and do the work and change it. You know what I mean? When I was 44, I was 50, 60 pounds overweight. And I'm like, look, I'm about to turn 45. I can look my best on my worst. I'm like, I gotta look my best. I've lost the weight. I got my health right. Everything is good. Like, the beautiful thing about me turning 50, y'all, is that I love my life. Everything is dope. Everything is the dopest it's been. My marriage, my job, my money, the podcast, my dreams. Nay is killing the game out here. So, but that's because I started at 44. And those last 6 years of doing that work is the reason why I'm here right now. So again, three messages for my people who 50 and over. We good. This our third verse. Let's make it the best. Number 2, for my people in their 30s and 40s, yo, put that work in now so that y'all good to go when you get to the 50s. And then my 50 and over crowd, if you in the third verse and you're not liking it, rep out that paper, ball it up, and start it again, y'all. But no matter what, we got to make this third verse count. So that's my thing. Retweet it. I don't know what y'all do on IG. I seldomly do this on IG, so repost it, add it to your stories, because trust me, there's somebody on your timeline. It may be you, but there's somebody who is out there who is struggling with turning 50. They don't know how to get their 50s right, and they don't know how to change it. So I really think that this message will work for them. But y'all know me, no matter what, just keep having a dope day on purpose, y'all.